At the time she was killed, I had 2 messages saved on my phone from her. So after she was killed, I felt pretty fortunate I still had those. I could hear her voice. I could hear her talking. After she was gone, from time to time, I would listen to them because I could just sit there and make believe that she's still around. There was the phone call on the day that it happened where my wife had tried to call her and she didn't answer. And so my son called, and you actually hear him saying, "Kristen, we've been trying to call you all day. Please call us back." I saved all those because it was leading up to us calling Verizon and shutting down her phone number. Okay, so that's one piece of the story. The other thing now with the locket is that at the visitation or wake, a woman who was a teacher at Kristen's high school came there, and she didn't teach Kristen, but she knew Kristen. It occurred to her that someone had given her a couple of lockets. Here are these lockets, and said, somebody did this for me, and if you wanted to do this for Michelle Mitchell, this is your last chance because the burial's tomorrow. So her friend Donna found her moment to snip some hair from Kristen when no one was really around her. She was on a mission then to have a locket made that would have a picture of Michelle, picture of Kristen, and then in the middle, another window that would have a lock of hair. So she went to the jeweler in this area. She said, "I need it on August 24th, Kristen's birthday." He gets in touch with Donna. "I've got the locket ready." He said, "I'm going to go to Verizon, have Brad come by, and I'll hand off." So they go there, hands over the locket. Donna gets the locket. The jeweler goes into Verizon and said, "Look, I'm having a problem with this phone number of mine. I need to change my phone number." The problem he was having was he was dating this woman. The relationship got kind of bouncy, and at one point laughingly said to him, "I got to tell you something. You ever break up with me, I'll probably stab you to death." And then here comes Donna in talking about this girl's story where she was stabbed to death. So it hit him like, wow, this could happen to me. And then about a month passes. Michelle and I went up for the formal arraignment. Before we go into the courtroom, I was listening to Kristen's messages. When I hit the button for envelope information, when it got to the point where it used to be saying whose phone it was, and it was Kristen's voice, it didn't. I hear this man's voice saying his name. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. I listen to the second message. I hear this man's name in this deep voice. Now I don't know what the heck's going on, but I knew that when you're listening to the message, if you hit the number 8 in those days, it would ring back whoever left the message. So I hit 8. And I hear this man's voice saying, "This is Kevin, leave a message." So I said, "Hi, I know you don't know me. I don't know if you know my daughter, but apparently she must have left a message from your phone. I know this is confusing. If you get time, could you please call me back and I'll explain what this is all about?" And we went into the formal arraignment, got in the car from Philly, and we're driving back. And the phone starts ringing, but it's ringing in a ringtone that was associated with Kristen. And I'm trying to drive the car, and my wife says, "Why aren't you answering the phone?" I said, "Because that's Kristen's ring." I get the phone, I open it, and I hear this deep voice. And he says, "Oh, hi, Mr. Mitchell, this is Kevin. You called me earlier today and left a message." We're going back and forth trying to figure out what happened. And somewhere along the line, he says, "Well, let me tell you who I am. I'm a jeweler." I said, "Wait a minute, did you make a locket for Donna, who came in to have a locket made for her friend because of her daughter's murder?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "You have my daughter's phone number. Are you telling me my number is the number of the young woman that was killed who I made the locket for?" He wound up with Kristen's phone number when he went to change his. And we've been fast friends ever since.